Hey, kind of a crappy day outside. We just got 1.5 inches of rain overnight. I don't know if you can see that over there against that dark, but just wanting to turn to snow. Supposed to have 35 to 40 mile an hour wind blowing this afternoon. Kind of a home project day. First things first, some things just got to be taken care of. Hey everybody, we're in the cave today. We're gonna glass bed the Tikka today. The 243 Winchester Tikka T3. I've had that gun for almost a year now. Bought it in January, right directly thereafter, just like that. The SHOT Show, Las Vegas. Tikka comes out, says they have a 22 long rifle. Shares the same footprint as the action on their center fires. You can swap them back and forth. Thought, man, that'd be a cool project. I'm going to wait it out. I haven't seen one yet. My name's on top of the list on 3 or 4 different places. Nobody's seen one. Tired of waiting. I've had this gun out and shot some pretty spectacular groups with it. But by doing nothing more, I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure on this, screwing on a 19-ounce piece of stainless steel on the end of it, and I get stuff like that. Go figure that one out. Whether or not it shot like that, you know, my channel, everything I own will be glass bedded. I've just been waiting on this 22, but it's going to be interesting to see when this thing is stabilized through here. Will those groups shrink with that can on the end of it? Let me get the camera spun around and we'll start this project. Alright, we got the sky cam going. Let's tear this thing apart. I already got the loophole. That's off and on the side. Bolt release. Right there, Tikka is a 2-lug bolt. If you just never knew that and thought you needed to. Spinner upside down. Two action screws, front and back. Magazine. What you find different with the Tikkas that you really don't find in any other rifle that I'm aware of. The recoil lug is not screwed in from the barrel between the barrel and the action. It actually is separate, and it is aluminum. There's a groove right there. Seeing we are bedding this in, and it is going to be a permanent. Got on a computer, Midway USA had these. Everybody else was like 30 bucks, made out of stainless steel or titanium. This is right from the Tikka. Just blued steel. Midway's getting rid of them for like 11 bucks. 11 bucks for a puny little piece of steel. Isn't that something? That's discount, clearance, I should say. Same size, same everything. Like I said, this is going to be permanent once we bed it. The few times I've shot this, I probably got 200 rounds, 150 rounds through it. You can already see the impression. I've had it apart so many times on all 4 sides from that groove banging on that. That's a good indication right there to put in steel, stainless steel, titanium, however much money you want to spend. Okay, this rifle, I guess I could have shown you before if I can get it up there. Very, very uniform all the way across here on the free float. Very, very, very uniform. You've seen before, maybe if you watch some of this stuff, just take a piece of clay ball and put right there. This one is so close, so perfect. We're going to use tape on it. And we're just going to tape it up. That's going to keep us exactly centered. Not enough yet. When we take out the teeter-totter, we'll be supported here and touching here. Everything in between we're going to fill in with glass, and that's going to be its new home. There we are. Okay, we got it all taped up. We got it fitting in there the way we want it to fit. Now, how much putty, how much epoxy, excuse me, are we going to put in there? This is going to be paper thin. Like I've done before, you take just little balls of clay and quit sticking my finger. Drop it in there, press it in. That is down to paper thin. That actually sits on that wood right there. Right here you can see how much putty, how much epoxy we're going to need to fill in the gap that we're going to fill. Basically all we're doing is taking off the finish, letting it get down, touch some wood. That epoxy is going to stick to that finish, but it's going to stick to that bare wood a whole lot better. Not that it's going to go somewhere on us or anything. Alright, I'm going to take it up about this far, just on the sides. This hole in the bottom, I'm just going to put some clay in there, which we'll clean out later. This is a pretty good looking rifle. I'm not going to bring the epoxy all the way up on the sides, have it where you can see it. It'll be plenty supported in there. Back here on the tang area, the fit is very, very good. A little bit around the edges, very little, just to keep it from going left, right, left, right. It'll be 100% stabilized. Okay, I got that cavity in the front filled. Just rolling up very thin, toothpick style. And that's just going to hopefully keep the epoxy from migrating forward when we actually drop it in there. I forgot to do this back here at the Dremel. I'm going to finish that up. We'll get some mud mixed up. Alright, there we got it taped up in case we get a little bit of spillage or a little bit careless. We don't get it on the finish. The modeling clay, the same thing you did this with. Plug your front and rear action holes. You do not want to get epoxy in them. If you watch anything before, this stuff right here, Hornady One Shot, for resizing your cases when you are reloading. By far the best release agent I've ever stumbled upon. This stuff works great. Alright, we're going to get the epoxy out. We're going to mix it up. Okay, as for the glass, Miles Gilbert kit. I see across Top Wheeler Engineering. That is a Midway USA, I believe. I think you can pick it up Cabela's. You could probably pick it up at a few other spots. That's what we're going to mix up. And as always with epoxy, it's always a 50-50 exactly. That was about as precise measuring as you will ever witness right there. Give me one more hit of the you don't want it to stick. Alright, we're going to do her to it. I'm going to do a little different, one of these El Cheapo craft brushes or whatever you call them. I think the last time I was doing this I kind of thought maybe that ought to work pretty good. And I think that is working very good. With the recoil lug, it can actually drop down in there farther than we really want it to. We're going to put a little bit of epoxy on the bottom, shove it down in there. When we drop the action in there, the excess is going to ooze up and out. So it's not going to be and it's only about 15 thousandths, 20 thousandths of an inch difference, but we want that lug up as high as we can when we're all said and done. We want it supported. Don't worry about your bolt holes or action screw holes. We'll clean them up later. If you want to worry about them, you want to plug them with putty, that's fine. Not really an issue at the moment. I'd say it's go time. When you're pushing on it, you always stay on your action. Don't ever push up here. Your tape is taking care of everything up there that needs to be worried about. One thing nice about buying this stuff as the kit, that Miles Gilbert, it has, this is nothing more than surgical tubing. If you don't want to buy a kit, you just want to buy it out of Brownells or something. You can get surgical tubing in any kind of a medical supply joint. And that'd be that. Nothing showing, nothing oozing out of the cracks. Now it's let her set for about 24 hours. We'll pop it out of there and see what she looks like. Alright, we've been about that long. We're going to peel it out and see what she looks like. Watching the video I shot yesterday, I got a feeling I might be a little bit light on material under the barrel, but we shall soon find out. I'd like to add a little more in there, but where's my level? Where's my square? The lug, the sides, all come out excellent. Got 100% through here. Got underneath. I'd like to add more up here. That's really not an issue. We'll take it out and play with it, see what it shoots right. I can always mix more glass up, put it up in here, put it back in there. That's one thing about glass bedding. If you don't like it, take a Dremel, take out some, put it back in there, redo it. Piece of cake. The back end, nigh on 100% coverage. Just to the point where it almost came out the sides, but you cannot see it from looking in. That turned out perfect. Alright, that's what it looks like in semi-cleaned up mode. Like I said, I'd like to add more glass up here on the sides, but it didn't happen. We got the first inch of the barrel very well supported right there, 100% through the lug area. The bolt, it started to ooze, just oozed back into the magazine well, so from here to here, we've got 100% support. It didn't come out as good as I'd like to, but I'm sure it's going to do the purpose, do the job. It's not the only way to glass bed them. You watch 10 different videos, they'll probably show you 10 different little knickknacks and tricks and ways that people do it. The bottom line is stabilize the movement of your barreled action in that stock. When I put that back in there, there's only one place it can go. You can take it out 10 years from now, clean it, put it back in there. It's in that exact same spot. You won't lose your zero, and you'll never have point of impact shift. Glass bedding will never deteriorate accuracy. May or may not improve it, but it'll never deteriorate it. That's glass bedding my Tikka. Give me a few weeks. Hope I can get it out on a range with the suppressor on it and see if I can shrink them groups down a little bit. Thanks for watching.